has been instrumental and one of the founding members of the Project Serve campaign on the University of Michigan. They are celebrating their 30th anniversary this year, so give her a round of applause for that. And coincidentally, one of the programs the Project Serve sponsored every year was a retreat called Leadership. How many of you have heard of Leadership? Okay, not many. That's not enough, Anita.
All right, I'll tell you later.
Yeah. As you know, she can tell you later. But Leadership, the reason I bring that up is because it was at Leadership where the idea and the genesis for what ended up becoming Judy's House began. And so I am reciprocating the thank you to you for fostering and creating the environment to begin to think about how we can affect change with grieving children back, this was 1995, I think. So thank you. So, it's great to be back. I live in Denver now, and when Brooke, my wife, and I landed and it was pouring down rain, we're like, what is this stuff coming out of the sky? It never rains in Denver, but I know it rains here. And it's great to be back, and I'm glad to see that it's cleared up for the balloon release. So there's a lot of people up there that are watching after us today, for sure. I'm going to be quick, first and foremost. I'm going to be quick because I know there's a lot of people standing. And but I also get pretty excited about talking about this issue. We were flying in, and coincidentally, I'm here, for Ele's Place tonight. But I also am here for this weekend because it's 2017, right? And it's the 20-year reunion of the 1997 National Championship team. So if you notice, I haven't been hanging around Coach Carr, who's here tonight, because I'm going to get plenty of time with him the next 2 nights. But so I'm here, and this weekend is going to be a great weekend. And I couldn't think of a better way to start than to spend some time with you guys, to bring you guys up to speed. And Brooke tells me all the time, when I come and I speak on behalf of bereaved children, she's like, you need to tell your story. You need to talk about why this issue means so much to you. And I say, yeah, but I don't, I'll be honest with you, I don't talk about myself very easily. I never have, I probably never will. It's a struggle for me. It's very emotional, but I understand, I get it. And you guys, congratulations on coming up here and doing this, because it's not easy. The Patriots family, what they have endured 25 years ago, losing their father, and still to this day being dedicated to this mission, setting an example for your daughters, and now a 3rd generation. Congratulations. Did you guys see this beautiful, what's her name? Lila. This beautiful 3-week-old baby girl, Lila. Congratulations. And does she have a voice box?
She does.
She's been very, very quiet. I'm lulling her to sleep here as I talk. But congratulations. This is not easy to do. My story, guys. My mom, her name was Judy, and when I was 12, she died, breast cancer, and every day of my life, I try to honor her. And it's not easy to do. But I think we all have an opportunity to honor the people that we love that are no longer with us. And I struggled. She was the nicest person you ever meet. She was a nurse. I was angry. I was angry that God took my mom from me. I was angry that we couldn't cure cancer. I was angry, probably most dangerously, I was angry at myself for not being a better son. and having a chance to go back and fix that. So I had to live with that, and I didn't always handle it the right way. I got into trouble, a lot of different ways that I took my anger out. Throughout grade school, throughout high school, even when I came here to Michigan. And if you ask Coach, he'd tell you. I had so many anger issues. And you guys read about it in the paper. Right? I mean, I never dealt with it. And people ask me all the time. They say, because we're doing this work in Denver, they ask me, why does this help? What is it that you do that helps these kids? Because you guys probably hear the same thing. Doesn't time heal the wounds? Isn't that sufficient? Right? That's the axiom we hear. That's what society says, that just give that kid some time. He's resilient. Kids bounce back. Right? We hear this? Just give it some time. Well, I am evidence that that's not true. And it was not until I began to deal with the emotions of what happened to me and to do something to give back in honor of the person that had died, that I began to heal. And that is what Ele's Place is doing. That's what we do at Judy's house. That's what we need to do on a more consistent basis. And what better investment can we make, right, than in preventing a negative outcome for a child? And I talk with our organization and our community at length about investing in, I believe we can be a fulcrum when these kids are dealing with a tragedy in their life. And they can go one way or another. I could have very easily not been the starting quarterback on the 1997 national championship team. I could have very easily have allowed those anger issues and the negative emotions and feelings and outcomes that I experienced to prevent me from becoming what I am today. What better investment to invest in kids that are going through the same thing so that they get to a point like the Patriots family, or like me, or like thousands of other kids, that they want to do good in honor of the person who's died. Right? And that multiplies and multiplies and multiplies. That's why I am so passionate about this issue. That's why Brooke, my wife, and I have dedicated our lives to it. And that's why we will continue to do so. I am so excited to be here tonight, because the last time I was here 10 years ago, probably that little group over there was as many as we have. And for Ele's Place to be in a position to buy their own property, to build a center that will be a legacy in Ann Arbor, which, by the way, I was really upset that there was a place in Lansing and not in Ann Arbor. So thank you. That was just not right. But this community should demand that there are services for every single child that needs them, right? Because we know that these services work. We know that we're preventing negative outcomes for these kids. And this is not a charity, guys. This is what I talk about in Denver. I don't know if you guys talk about this too, but Ele's Place, you should not treat it as a charity, because this is not charitable work. This is critical public health work. Every community should support those that are grieving and are in need. And it is a great investment, because you're preventing negative outcomes with respect to depression, anxiety, teen suicide, dropout rates, you name it. So for me, you can probably see that I don't have a whole lot of notes here, but I'm passionate about this. And it's still, 30 years later, for me, is right under the skin. It's raw. And I know it's raw for you guys. Think about that child that is going through it right now. So I want to say congratulations to everyone that's been involved in Ele's Place. Betsy, Woody, Ele is proud of you. To all of you that have been a part of the board, congratulations. And to all of you that are here for the first time or have been sponsors for the last 10 years, congratulations, because this is a big deal. And I'm so proud that in my backyard of Ann Arbor, that we're going to have a place for Ele's Place to live for many, many, many years to come. And anytime you guys want me to come back and support it, I'd be happy to do it. But I challenge you. My last thing is I challenge you. Don't let this opportunity go by. And I'm talking to the sponsors, obviously, but I'm also talking to you that are involved on a day-to-day basis with Ele's Place. You have an opportunity to do something really amazing and to create a legacy for many, many years to come. And so invest, support, and those of you that are involved, honor that investment. Do the most you possibly can with that money. Make an impact. Demand that you do the most with that impact. And the kids of Ann Arbor will be the beneficiaries. So good luck and thank you.